What's up, everybody? Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave the channel now. Thank you. We are looking at day 13, I believe, of construction. And this is the second layer of the E horizon. And basically you can see that we're coming on up. So we've got one layer of rock down. This is the second layer of rock down, packing that sand, that concrete sand and pea gravel down. If you want to watch, me put it together, you can come over to Yellow Skunk Pond Gardens and check us out over there. It's a new channel. Our monstera here is going crazy. Not sure what we're going to do with that, but if you're new to the channel, excuse me, if you're new to the channel, then this is our pond. It has a one pump system that pumps up through the mountain range over here that we built. It's covered up by the jasmine that you can't really see anymore, but flows down through there, comes around here on or back around into the pond. We got our cannabis plants in here. This one is just one of the densest flowers I think I've ever grown. It's like a rock. It's got it's literally like, this one's getting that little bit of gas to it, a little bit of definitely lemon lime. It's got a little funk on the end now, and they are seeded. Like I said, if this is your first time here, this is round 4. This is the 4th round we've done, and these plants are on day 71, and everything is seeded. So we had a male over here where the apple is, and that male seeded everything. We cut the male out once it had done its job, and now we're just waiting on these seeds here. Let me show you. They're just about done. It just fell off. Look at that. Perfect. Nice tiger stripe, nice fat seed, full. That's what I'm looking for. Shell just fell right off. That's a good seed right there. It's going to be ours. Just drop it right there. Now, I don't know. We're still in flower mode, so once we bump the heat up in here, maybe, excuse me, we might get some poppers, but we do still have some others that we're going to be bringing in. Got them they're about yay tall right now. Let's look at the color on that. She just faded right on out, didn't she? Nice purplish. You can see the difference. See it starting to fade out. That's how we know she's close. This one over here is just about done. What we're going to do is take this limb by limb. Take each one of these buds, get all the seeds out. Each one's probably got 100 seeds in just this bud right here. Look at all of them. Full. Cotton candy. That trichome is like sand too. A whole lot different than this one over here. This one here has got kind of a greasy, still a little sandy actually, but man, that thing has got some funk to it. That's got a little, it's almost skunky. Almost skunky, sticky. Got that cotton candy kush funk going on. Definitely starting to fade out. If I hadn't seeded these, oh, look at that. We're gonna have to fix that, aren't we? Or are we almost done? Look at that. Beautiful flower. You hear Johnny barking at something. God, that thing is funky. It does not like me touching her. Phew. I mean, it's really got grandma's bathroom going on, man. It's got it turned that cotton candy into a funk, like a funky, gassy, like, uh, it's, it's really difficult. Now, it was just the other day. This has always been the fueler one, the gassier one, but it always had the cotton candy. But that cotton candy is now like turning into grandma's fart. Like that old person smell. You know what I mean? You go into a nursing home and just get that old person smell. I'm in a nursing home a lot, so I was just there yesterday, so that kind of gives me an advantage on smell. This is the other lemon lime, same one as over there. It's taking forever. This one's not taking as long. It looks like she's got a little fade to her. Dense, I mean like rock hard buds. Rock hard. Funky lemon lime. Of course, I've got nothing but gas on my fingers now, so like a funky grandma smell. Yeah, still got Mr. Clean. Still lemon lime. Let's check a seed on this. Shell didn't come off all the way, but I can see it's brown. When I grabbed, doesn't look like it's quite done, but it's close. Got some stripes there. Oh, that one's a fat one right there. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. That's the sticky one right there. That thing, unlike the grainy, you know, some trichomes are kind of grainy. Some are real greasy. Some are freaking just sticky as shit. And this one is sticky as shit. That one's more of a more of a grease right here. I got grain on droopy and a little sticky on the other one over there. So I'm thinking I just leave it. We only got probably 5-6 more days. This thing's about done. We really don't need to string that up, do we? Look at that seed at the bottom right there, getting ready to pop out. Funkalicious. Did I pull a seed? Let's go down here. Oh, she's so full of seeds. Good Lord. Must be 1,000 seeds on this plant, probably. See if I can get it. Aha! Nice. Still looks like a little green on the tip there, but all in all, looking good. Nice fat seed. This one over here, another one of the lemon limes. A shorter one, just didn't do much, unlike this one. Didn't get the tripe coverage, didn't really have the smell. Kind of got, I mean, it's got plenty of light, but it stayed short and stocky, which a lot of people like. But I find that the little bit taller ones get the better terp. That's just my opinion. Like these longer ones, for some reason or another, you can see that this, I didn't do any string to this. Just leaned it over. I was kind of pulling on it to get it over underneath this light, and it's been holding up strong, man. It's heavy, and it's been holding. It's constantly been drooping down and drowning down. Just kind of like that one didn't have the strength. It finally just toppled over. But this one, I'm just talking about the same plant, different branch. But yeah, it's hanging in there. I'll probably just take this big old leaf, get some of the weight off of it anyway. This heavy ass leaf. She did not like me doing that though. Whew. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I hope that transfers over into the smoke. I'm gonna pluck the seeds and smoke the shit out of that. I'm gonna stick it right in the Canatrol on a sheet and see what happens. I know I'm not gonna get much. Probably most of this mass, all the leaves will be chop and dropped. All the stems and stalks will be chop and dropped. These things are thin and hollow, won't take no time. We actually chop and drop everything from the couple of runs. You can see here's, you know, a lot of it just goes away. That's an old stalk right there. And it'll just get devoured and go right back to the soil. Yep, that's how this works. Creek water is being wicked up into the soil beds. And the diversity of biology that we get in the soil is crucial to nutrient cycling, to cycle the nutrients. So moisture, environment, the light is basically our throttle. You can turn that up or down. Determines how fast these things grow, really. But more importantly, they will push those exudates down into that soil and feed the biology. But we need the biology to be present in order for it to be fed. So this creek water is full of it. It gets wicked up over the edges of this creek by the sand. Look at the sand I put in there yesterday. Completely saturated and falling down. But if I kept that line going, it would just wick that water right on up into the soil pocket and keep this area right in here moist at all times. You can see the bag, the Chemi Pure bag. That's just the bag we have in there that helps. It's just biochar, really, in a bag. Same with these filter pads here. We soak these in the creek, suck up a lot of that fish waste, and labs and everything else, turtle waste, all that stuff gets broken down, caught in the pad, broken down by the worms, the worm castings, then the little black dots, those are worm castings. Those get distributed into the bed, feeding our plant, feeding the biology, really. This is how it works. As long as we feed these critters that you see, they in turn feed what we don't see. In turn, the microbiology, the microbes, starts with that breakdown process. So everything's got to eat and poo, eat, poo. So the poop loop. That's what Dr. Elaine Ingham used to call it, and I agree 100%. It's just part of the process. It's not the whole, everything that's going on down there. But, you know, you need, if you have nutrient in the soil, which just about all of this new super soils, and if you buy a bag of super soil, it's got nutrient in it. And once the biology gets in there, we can keep feeding this biology with that super soil, and the nutrient cycling will continue. You'll get tremendous results if the water content is consistent. I say content, the water consistency. It's basically, it needs to be aerated and it needs to flow. That's the key. And the air comes from the pond, where it drops in, where it drops back into the creek. We've got an air stone in the pond as well. Plus, wherever it breaks the surface, it will be picking up air. Wherever that water picks up up off the surface there, it's going to be picking up air. And that is why all of this stays moist and wet, but does not go anaerobic. It won't go anaerobic because the pond, in the creek, are aerated and flowing all the time. If we were to shut that off and the creek stopped flowing, we would have a swamp. So as long as it flows, it picks up air. Air is what we need. Everything needs to breathe, including microbes. And that's one reason why, where do I have my stick here? Because we have this little stick here. This is not for tillage, this is for just aeration. So I will go and stick this down in there. You see, that is about, what is that, 18 inches or so? Just that. That's all I have to do. This is just going to keep, I'm not breaking any real seals, I'm just creating air channels. And this is already done, but the critters and all those guys down there, they can turn things into mud if the moisture content gets too crazy. So what we do is just come in and just do this, kind of like what a golf course does, you know. After the greens have been walked on all day for a week straight, they'll come out and they'll aerate and they'll throw sand down in top of those holes to keep those holes from constantly closing right back up, because that grass needs air, and the compaction is what takes the air away. You can see these worm castings are just, these are walnut shell here. See, we got everything in here. This is from IMO. That's just an old kiwi shell. But just underneath these worm castings should be worms. But I don't want to mess with it too much, because I don't like pushing down on it. But just underneath there, like underneath a rock or so, there'll be worms, critters. Earwigs, this earwig, you know. So that's kind of the whole system. It's really simple, extremely complex, but the basics are simple. We're doing the same thing over here. We're going to build all of this up. What you're looking at is not done. This is just the E horizon here, especially on the side walls. The side wall, all this comes up. You can see how much lower we are than this. And this is the low point of this bed. So we still got all of that to do. This is just the beginning. This is the E horizon, and the next step really of this that we're going to do is we're going to bring in a little bit more sand to fill in this pea gravel that you see. I don't want to see any pea gravel over through here, so we'll bring in a little bit more sand. Then we'll dig out the pond. I've got cobblestones that will go in the bottom of the pond to create to give us well, it gives us the structure, but it also gives us height off the floor. So the pond won't be sitting directly on the plastic. We don't want that. We want water to be able to we want to utilize the whole bottom of this bed. So what we have to do is put basically a floor down where water can flow underneath the pond as well. So we put cobblestone, we move all that pea gravel, put some cobblestones down on the floor. This will raise that up, throw pea gravel down, sand down into that. Then on top of that is we'll have a nice cobblestone. We don't put the pea gravel on top of cobblestone. What we're going to do is fill in the gaps basically of the cobblestone, and then bring concrete in. We'll bring up the wall, so the wall of the pond will go up, just stacking rocks, and then the concrete comes in, and we just concrete the whole thing, floor all the way up the sides. This done not all at once. It's done over the course of a couple of days, 3-4 days, possibly a week, because we don't want to do it all at one time. The smell gets too bad in here. It takes longer to dry the thicker it is. So we'll do a layer on one side, let that cure, do another layer, let that cure, do another layer, let that cure. So it's just a process, and as it's drying we can be working on other things. So we'll work on the mountain, building the mountain up. We'll stack rocks on the back wall, continue to go up with the back wall. Every 2 to 3 layers we bring in concrete, set it in stone as we like it, and go on up with it. And then we'll come up with this part here inside the pond and build us a mountain where water will boosh, and then we'll build the creek up, create a channel, and on we go. So I hope that explained that a little bit better. Trying to get better at explaining what's going on without people having to ask a lot of questions. I'm trying to basically answer questions that I have in my head that I would ask. But if you have another question that you would need to answer or need answered, please feel free. This is all about community, and I'm all about just building my brand, really. Yellow Skunk Farms. Maybe one day we can get into, building these things for people. If I get good at it, which I already know that I got it in my head pretty good. I got designs in my head that I think will work smaller than this. We can actually can't go too small. Like, this is not something you could, put in a tent. You need space. I'm in a 500 square foot garage, concrete floor. Got to have a slab of concrete, or put it in a basement. You know what I mean? Like on a ground level, where you don't have to worry about weight, because as you can tell, it's extremely heavy. But you could easily, put one of these in a small room and grow food year round, grow everything you want right here in one spot. You can get your protein from the fish. You could, there's this endless opportunity, really. So I hear somebody whining out here. What are you doing? Redbone. Say hi, Red. Say hi, Redbone. What's wrong? It's okay. You can come in. He's shy. Go run. You go run. It's nice outside today. We can just leave the door open. Humidity got up to about, because since I put all that water in here, The humidity jumped to about 66%. No big deal. All I gotta do is, we got plenty of wind in here. But all I gotta do is open the door, and all that pretty much just goes right out the door. This is not a sealed room. Not at all. Like, we let dog come in, anybody's welcome to come. I'll walk around in the woods and come in, not care at all. Just because I know I've got the diversity in here to take care of any pests. I haven't seen a spider mite, I haven't seen a fungus gnat in 7-8 months. I haven't seen a thrip. And if we do have them, they're very few, and they'll be on some leaves, and it's food for all the other stuff. So we need good and bad. It's not I'm not trying to eliminate anything. That's the trick. Like, we need diversity, and I'm not killing anything. The more diverse I get, the more balanced everything gets, and you really don't have to worry about pests at a certain point. Once the soil biology gets to the point where it's just balanced out, everything falls into place. And it's my job and our job to maintain the lights and the environment, keep the creek flowing, feed the fish, feed the turtles, make sure things don't get overrun. A steward, trim the bushes. Other than that, we're good to go. So I appreciate everybody hanging out today, and I hope you enjoy your Thursday. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.